Hi all, welcome to Therapeutic AREA Partnerships Oncology. It's great to have everybody here, whether you're coming back from yesterday or you're starting here for the first time today. So just a quick shout out to everyone who presented yesterday. It was absolutely fantastic. Everything went so well. There were so many ingenious people talking about so many great ideas on how to improve cancer care. Now, today, again, we have so many great individuals giving various presentations on the work they're doing to improve patient outcomes for cancer. So yesterday, we had various topics. Today, all the topics will be completely brand new, but just as hot as yesterday's. We'll have antigen drug conjugates. We're going to have commercialization with the National Institute of Health. And I think what a great thing about these people is, hopefully I'll get this stat right. They'll completely tell me if I'm wrong when they present, but I think they are the largest global partners when it comes to oncology across the whole globe. So if you really are looking to out-license or partner, they are the people to go to. We have two presentations from them today. We also have someone talking from Merus who will be talking about a completely new type of therapeutic that's uncomparable to any else that's out there currently in the oncology field. We'll also be talking about the really hot topic on druggable targets. And finally, we'll have a case study on a new method for drug discovery. Now, I want to do some quick housekeeping rules. Firstly, if you come across any issues with the platform, you can go to the home page and there is a help desk there that you can click on. You'll be able to sort of go on and talk to someone there and get help via that. But also, if you find that a bit difficult, I do have a profile myself that you can message. My name is Patrick Murphy. I will be your moderator for today. So please do feel free to give me a direct message if you need any help about anything that's really tricky or specific. For the Q&A today, please use the general chat. It's very visible. When you go on your agenda, click on the live session, there'll be a chat function on the right-hand side of your screen. So please use that, get involved. The participation yesterday was amazing, especially for the panel discussion. There were so many great questions coming through. But like always, we can make this as best as possible by having as much participation. So please do, as big or silly a question you think it may be, ask it through and let's get a conversation started with these great speakers today. So without further ado, we're going to introduce now our first speaker of the day. And what I think is great about today's conference is actually it's on such a global scale, which I think really does highlight how great virtual conferences can be. Our first talker is from South Korea. His name is JayJay Lee. He's the CEO of a company called Fatty Abgem. And I hope I've got that pronunciation right as well. So they're also going to be our first speakers on antigen drug conjugates, which are really hot right now. They've got the newest ADCs out on the global pipeline. So I'll leave you there. Have a great day. And like I said, once again, get as involved as you can, message each other, book those virtual meetings, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, good evening. This is JayJay Lee from Fatty Abgem, and it's our great privilege to be a speaker during this conference. And we'd like to share our overall partnership journey with you. So let's begin. So we'd like to share more about our company first. So Fatty Abgem started in 2020 March. We just passed about 3 years now, and we have a global presence in Japan and Canada. So our main therapeutic area is the oncology and autoimmune disease. For the oncology, we are using antibody-based ADC platform technology to treat solid tumor cancer. And for the autoimmune, we are using the modified IgE antibody to treat various type of allergies. As you mentioned, that we are having a partnership with Shonan IPAC in Japan. We believe that there are going to be a lot of opportunities partnering with Japanese pharmaceutical companies since last September. And we are also working with BioHub X. We believe Canada will be our gateway to the North American market access, and they're going to be second largest cancer hospital in North America, open 2024. So we like to take the opportunity partnering with BioBex. And we have a great scientist specialized in therapeutic antibodies. So we have Dr. Lim and Dr. Lee, previously working at the Y Biologics, one of our best antibody discovery company. During the time, Dr. Lim was a lead scientist, out licensing the novel target DAK1 to Pyxis Oncology. And he joined us to bring our success even bigger. And I'm JayJay Lee, CEO of PartyXGen. I spend most of my time working at multinational companies in IT industry, and most of the contribution that I made was creating the partnership with Samsung, Apple, Microsoft to create the ecosystem for the for the for the device. And I believe that partnership is the main DNA in my blood. So I think that's why we were able to have opportunity to present this time. So our business starting with the antibodies. So we are partnering with world-class antibody discovery companies, and using our expertise, our strategy, and know-how, we bring out the best antibody in the market, and we use our antibody for our platform technology and the pipelines. But also we are partnering with other biotech companies that have their own platform technologies, such as ADC, bispecific, or CAR platforms. And I'd like to share about our business portfolio to move forward. So we have two platform technologies all using the therapeutic antibodies, and we have three pipelines, two pipelines for the oncology and one pipeline for allergies. And we created new asset called micro pipeline for the partnership. So we're going to share more details about our micro pipeline in the later. And so we like to express the importance of partnership in biotech. So as you know, the cost of drug development continues to rise over 2.6 billion. Even the clinical success rate is still very low. And so the biotech lead the R&D investment, taking more than 80% of the sales. So that means we really need to minimize the expense throughout the partnership. And also the IPO activities, 10-year low, which is not a good news, but we are seeing some of the bright news that strong late stage results quite positive, and the M&A become more often now. And we have seen some of the data from the big pharma. So this data indicate over 60% of late stage assets are based on external partnership. And also the majority of global pharma partnership focus on discovery and preclinical programs. So this will open up the great opportunity company like us. And so biotech companies are the center of innovation. So biotech companies continue to play the lead role in developing and the collaboration with other partners. Yet still the 90% of biotech companies are still in R&D stage without having approved products. So biotech companies heavily relying on our licensing before commercialization. So that also implicate the importance of partnership with the pharmaceutical companies. And this is one of our latest data about the total deal value. So overall deal has dropped by third, but one of the good news will be the total deal value of the program at close to all-time high. So that means if we make the good asset, then we have a great opportunity to partner with other potential customers. And still the out-licensing is the best non-dilutive capital for biotech company like us. And this is a median upfront cash and equity by stage. So I mean, we all know the more we progress on an asset, the significantly higher that we can able to licensing. So this number shows us overall structure. So our partnership strategy starting with a micro pipeline. So as we share with you, so today's agenda actually we will focus on the micro pipeline. So when we decide to develop the micro pipeline, we we want to use our antibody not only for our pipeline development, but also partnering with other companies that have own platform technologies such as ADC, bispecific, CAR. The benefit that the partners can get will be the expand indication because they're using the new target, and also because we deliver the best-in-class antibodies, so the increase of success rate, and the partner also can able to reduce the R&D timeline. And also we are focusing on our target market for the antibody, which is the highest deal in biologic sector. And we are also focusing on more on discovery and preclinical stage, which drive the overall volumes for the our licensing deal. And as you know, ADC is the market is increasing quite rapidly, and we also wanted to take this opportunity, partnering with ADC companies as well. So when we decide to develop the micropipeline, our first project was a mesothelin. We believe the mesothelin has a huge potential in the therapeutic market because it's highly expressed in the patient. Also have a internalization capability that can apply to ADC technologies. Also, mesothelin can apply to other various MOAs such as bispecific, CAR-T, and ADCC. So currently, there are over 53 pipelines are currently in development, mostly focused on the concentrating CAR platform. They're relatively less in the ADC space. So we believe there will be a great opportunity in this area. So first partnership, we started with a antibody discovery company called Y Biologics. So both company have a common goal to deliver the best-in-class mesothelin antibody. So we defined the RNR between Y Biologics and us. So Y Biologics will responsible for antibody screening and purification and panning. They have their own library. For FATF-Gen, we focus mostly on the antibody characterization and the expertise on the antibody itself and our model. So because our relationship between Y Biologics was more strategic. So usually when we work with conventional CRO, we have kind of limitation in panning or maturation, other activities, but we had the same goal to develop the best-in-class antibody. So we were able to do a lot of panning until we find the right antibody that everyone really expected to see. So when we developed the antibody, we put two benchmark antibody that we want to make superior to them. So one antibody for the ADC and the other antibody for the CAR platform. So our object is develop the antibody, broader cross-reactivity, fast internalization, and not binding to the soluble mesothelin. Those are the key criteria that we set. And we had various type of antibody screening process, and we were able to bring out around 36 hits. And using our high throughput screening process and our expertise, we were able to bring 5 candidates. So we split our mesothelin antibody into 2 categories. So first category will be the ADC version that have internalization function. And also we have a faster internalization than benchmarking reference antibody, which shows quite positive result. And the bispecific version have also different characteristic compared with our ADC version, which has a broader cross-reactivity and also limited binding to the soluble mesothelin. So after we bring out the mesothelin antibody, we actively participated conference. So in last September at the RESI, we were able to introduce our mesothelin antibody, and we are able to start to partnering with a potential partners. So we were able to working with a global biotech company that have our own ADC platform technology. So the overall structure will be that we are using the partner's third generation ADC platform technology already proven in the clinical trial 1 and 2 in US region. And our partner also respect our mesothelin antibody, which is best in the market. So we are able to have a collaboration since last November. And both parties also have a same common goal. So make sure we deliver the best-in-class mesothelin antibody and ADC pipeline in the market. And also our both partners also agreed to our license this asset to pharmaceutical companies at the between preclinical to phase 1 stage. Is also risk sharing and profit sharing model. And we believe this collaboration, the pipeline will have a potential value around 300 to 700 million range. So we are betting, we are investing our resources to co-develop this pipeline. And this shows over data that shows the ADC with our antibody have a great result, and the cytotoxicity also shows we have a high and low exposure by each expressing cells. And also we want to make our antibody even further using the AI technologies. So we were able to collaborate with a company in US called Odios. So we already have our own best-in-class antibody, but we want to use Odios technology to optimize our antibody so that we can even improve our affinity or cross-reactivity or non-binding to the soluble mesothelin. So both of companies have the same goal to develop the best antibody. So that eventually both companies can able to out-licensing the antibody to pharmaceutical companies or other biotech companies. The overall model is also the risk sharing, the profit sharing model. So we expect to have overall result in a month. So we are very excited to see the overall outcomes, whether AI technology can able to bring out surprising result. So our partner released the press in February. So if you see our partnership map by timeline, so first last May 2020, we had a financial partnership with a UTC, our lead investor. And after that, it's mentioned that we are able to start bring out our micro pipeline working with Biologics through the antibody discovery partnership. After that, we were able to make the partnership with a company for the mesothelin and ADC pipeline for co-development partnership. After that, in February this year, we were able to start partnering with Odios for the antibody optimization collaboration. So our final destination is working with a commercial partnership once our asset is ready. And this slide also shows that we can diversify the business potential using the micro pipeline. So currently, our micro pipeline can generate new pipelines through partnership. So currently, we have antibody ADC partners inactive, and also we are working on the optimization for the antibodies. But we are also seeking for the partnership for bispecific and CAR platform using our micro pipeline. So micro pipeline is meant to develop work partnering with biotech companies, and once both parties can able to move the asset until a certain stage, then both party can able to partnering with pharmaceutical companies for the commercialization. And so we are trying to meet as much as possible for the collaboration. So last 3 years, we were able to meet over 250 global companies that can not only for the to develop our asset as best as possible, and hope this partnering will continue to fuel our technology into the next step. So thank you very much for hearing.
Hi there, JayJay. Absolutely fantastic presentation. What a great way to start our second day of this digital conference. I think a few key parts there was, I really like the idea of you talking about how you've entered Canada, using that as a route to try and get into America. I think there are a few Americans today watching on, so please, if you think you can help JayJay with that, get in contact with him, give him a message. And also, I think it really nicely folds into our next talk will be with Michael Salgaler from the National Institute of Health, and obviously they're based in America, obviously our global partnership organizations. Maybe that will be someone also good to reach out to. But we do have a few questions from the audience. Are you okay to answer a few of those?
Yes, please. I will do my best.
Perfect. So the first question reads, what is Fatih Abjan's main channel to meet partners for collaboration?
So we usually, we use a platform, partner platform mostly. So we participate main conferences like Bio annually, but also we participate in mid-sized conference as well, such as Biotech Gate, usually for the Europe through the online, and the RESI conference quarterly in US. Also being in a Shonan Innovation Park also help us to engage and partnering with the global biotech companies. So we have planned to expand our region into Europe, China, and Middle East region as well.
For sure. And I think if this is the first time you're seeing JayJay, won't be the last, because it sounds like you're going to all the conferences everywhere. So I think you'll be seeing a lot of JayJay and Fatih Abjan wherever you go. So the next question reads, what is the most challenging factor for making partnerships?
So first, that it will be important for us to narrow the gap between both parties. So when we reached to the ODIOS, first mostly the company prefer before service basis, but we persuaded our partner to make the proof of concept first if the AI technology really can change the optimization, then the business will be a lot bigger. So we were able to proceed, and also our partners also respect our request. So it's very important to narrow the gap between both parties' expectation first.
For sure. And what kind of partnership are Fatih Abjan looking for?
So AI is really driving a lot in biotechnology, and we are working with ODIOS for the antibody optimization process, but we would like to use AI technology even further, maybe in the early stage as discovery or even target stage. So yeah, that's our aspiration.
Fantastic. What I really enjoy here is what each person's looking for. There tends to be someone else within the conference who's actually providing that service. So earlier, actually yesterday, an individual called Anton Busdin was talking about how his platform called OncoBox uses AI for drug discovery. So he might be an individual for yourself to reach out to. And also I think the NIH also later are giving a talk on that. So they might be very interesting for you to tune in on. But JayJay, they're all the questions for the moment, but everyone listening in, JayJay will be here all day, or he'll be logging back onto the platform whenever he's free. So please do give him a message. He's very easy to contact. He's a very lovely person. So please do reach out to him and try and make his partnerships. But JayJay, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it, especially seeing you're based in Korea. So thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.